Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? I hope you like my new uniform. I like this hat better. I think a lot of ex-army soldiers will leave me alone now that it's no longer the Royal Artillery. But I want to introduce you to a new friend of mine that I met, and I will tell you how we met. I noticed that he was following me on Twitter, and you know, it wasn't his real name. It was Republic of Waikiki. And, you know, you can, every time I post or tweet something, he likes it. And I just thought, let me reach out and say thank you, because, you know, it's really important to express appreciation when people are trying to support you. So I wrote to him earlier on today, and I said, thank you so much for all the likes. And we got talking. And what I did not know is now Edward will tell you, or Eduard will tell you that he doesn't speak very good English, but I understand him. And he wrote to me and he said, this is what he said to me earlier on today. He said, we are from Catalonia, where in 1928, there was an advanced group of people jokingly founded the Waikiki Republic in one beach from Tarragona. Now I'm writing because I now the founder daughter, a woman by 85 years old. Now, when he said the founder's daughter, I genuinely thought that he meant that he was a she. And then when we communicated to confirm, he said, oh, I am a he. So that in my is funny. It's just really, really funny. And that's not making fun of his English, but that is where we're going to start, because it just made the whole thing funny. So I want to introduce you to my very good friend, Eduardo, Republic of Waikiki. And we're just I want to get to know more about the Republic. And what you would have noticed is I am receiving lots of friendly requests from other nations, micronations. And what's really interesting is that his mother jokingly created Republic of Waikiki in a beach. While she was in the beach. I created Laughter Republic when I was in the living room and I saw President Obama, and I just thought, yes, I too can be Obama. I create my own country. Yes, we can. 11 years after I have been here. So, Edward, how are you?
Well, President Obonjo, for me, it is a surprise to speak with you. Grand Commander of Scotland.
You've done your research. It's a pleasure.
High Chief and Protector of Dictatorship, President Obonjo. Thank you very much.
You have done your research. Can I just say, you are the first guest that I will have where I feel like just taking the painting behind. Do you want to start by telling me what is that painting on the wall? It's beautiful. It looks like a Picasso.
Well, this is it is an anas. It is an anas. Some people say this is an ass. No, this is a zodiacal sign, and this is Geminis.
Okay.
Geminis a zodiacal sign because Geminis is my ascendant.
Yeah.
And the author is an American painter. His name is G. White.
Okay.
Jeffrey James White.
Okay. Okay. Is it an expensive painting?
For me, no, because it was a present.
Oh.
But maybe if you want to buy, maybe not very expensive, but it isn't cheap because it's a big. I don't know the price, but maybe it depends. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know exactly the price.
Okay, you've frozen a bit, but we will continue.
They might stop.
No, don't stop.
Hello?
No, don't stop. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So where are you at the moment? Which country are you based? Where are you from?
In a micronation or macronation?
Macronation.
Macronation. I am in this moment in Tarragona. I live in this is a city, and the nation is Catalonia.
Okay, so now I remember Catalonia.
Near Barcelona, yes.
Yes, so Catalonia was the one that wanted to gain independence from Spain, and they locked up the prime minister. Yeah. Yes. So yes, yeah. So are you for independence? Are you for independence or no independence?
Yes, it's normal. Here, there are people who want independence. There are people who don't want, but the majority is we want this.
Okay, so I'm
for
sure
us it's normal.
So I'm sure you're following what is happening in Scotland as well, because Scotland wants independence.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go to the micronation. And one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you today is, like I said, I just found it really funny when you said your mother was on the beach and she jokingly created this republic called Waikiki. Tell me more about your mother and her vision for Waikiki.
Well, there is a little mistake because I was in the car when I explained to you, and it isn't my mother.
Okay. Even funnier. Okay.
It isn't my mother, but if you want, no problem. My interest in this is an interest like a person. I am a historian, and I am writing a book about this historical micronation.
Yeah.
If you read about micronations, normally the modern micronations are Sealand is the very famous, on Rose Island, and also the American Empire in the past. But there is a little micronation here in Catalonia, Republic of Waikiki, with a beautiful history for me, and I am writing about this. In this moment, this micronation doesn't exist in this moment, maybe in the future, maybe, but in this moment, I only writing about this. I speak with old people, and the daughter of the person who found this micronation, she's a person of 85 years old.
Wow.
And I can speak with this person, and here in my head, and also I have the founder's documents, and I am in this world and a little passion. When begin this micronation, this historical micronation, in 1928. In 1928, there was a group of people in this city near the Mediterranean Sea, and one moment, these people take a hat, take an umbrella, okay? And one day in the night, they go to, one moment, please. You can see this?
Yeah.
Okay. In 1928, a group of citizens climbed here in this sculpture. This is a central, in the city center, a statue of an old medieval person, and they put a head here with a long feathers, and also an umbrella. Sorry, this is the umbrella, okay, and this, I think, it's the first action of this micronation in 1928.
Wow.
They do this in the night, because it's not a little job to climb here, okay? And then in the morning, in the city, the people here, you can see the people. The people go there and look this, and the people were joking, but the authorities also claimed here, and finally the umbrella shut down. Well, then there was another little action. One moment. Well, another thing. This was the flag.
Okay.
This was the flag of the. This was the flag of the
micronation.
Yes, an old flag. This is the W, a bonds, and A. And another action was bueno, this year finished. Bueno, another action was when these people think, well, in the city there is a stingy person, a person who don't like to spend the money, but this person have a lot of money. And also in the city there was a lot of homeless children in an orphanage, and they go to a bakery and they took a lot of cakes. Good morning, we need I don't know the number, maybe 50, 60, or I don't know, or more, maybe more cakes for the orphanage, and you can take the cakes to the orphanage, and this rich person will pay you. Well, finally, the persons from the bakery goes to the orphanage with the cakes. In the orphanage, all the people, wow, free cakes for the children in the maybe in 1928 is, and then a person from the bakery goes to the rich person's house, and this person was an important person in the city, and finally he shut the mouth. He didn't say anything, and finally he paid, because if he doesn't pay, finally in the city the people, oh, why do you don't pay the cakes? Well, this was another little history of the beginning of this micronation.
Yeah.
Joking.
Okay.
Then there is a book in the universal literature. Excuse me for my English.
Yeah.
This book's name is In the South Seas, and
yeah.
from Robert Louis Stevenson. And this book speaks about the liberty, the exotic places, the South Seas, and also the dangerous seas. It is only the paradise. It's also maybe a little dangerous. Well, there was a man in this Catalan city near the Mediterranean Sea who goes with a bicycle to this beach. This beach is in a place far away of the city. And this man take the book, and he in the beach, he was reading the book.
Yeah.
And every day, and then he returns to the city, and one friend of this man asked, "Oh, where are you going?" And this man says, I am in Waikiki, because Waikiki is an exotic place here in the Mediterranean. And then this name was the first time that this beach have this name. And this is the beginning of this micronation. And then
Can I ask you a question though?
Yes.
So what you're saying to me is that this micronation was created in 1928.
Yes.
And was created, I as a result of people being in the beach was an idea. Yeah.
Yes, because because the principal thing, it was joking.
Okay.
But okay, it's joking and stay well in the beach, and the Great Assembly, the parliament of this, it was in the beach with a typical Catalan meal, paella from Valencia, paella, rice, and they eat there this rice, and also they write a constitution.
Yeah.
They write a constitution. For an instance, Waikiki is a feudal vineyard.
Okay.
The power belongs to the people who drink. This is the constitution.
Okay. So, because one of the things we spoke about is that you said that the Republic no longer exists. So when did it stop its activities as a republic? So it started in 1928. What year did it stop?
No. This is an important question. This is an important question because I think that it stops in 1936, because or maybe in 1935, no, because there was a Spanish Civil War, and then the liberty in the country was taken down for another kind of dictatorship, not like you. Another kind of dictatorship, and his name was the General Franco, like Hitler, like Mussolini, is another history. And they finished this history is finished, but actually the name of the beach remains in the memory, and there is a little questions who comes to the present time.
You know what is really interesting about the response you've just given is how the impact of a macro nation can have on a micronation. Yeah. So from what you're telling me, the reason why it stopped becoming a republic is because there was disturbance. You know, there was war around that time. So that just ended the micronation. Wow. That is really, really powerful, because when you think about it, my friend, in terms of all these micronations that we've got now, say, for example, not that I'm going to start it, Edward, say, for example, there was Third World War. It will affect all the micronations. They will have to stop, including Laughter Republic, because we won't be thinking about micronations. We'll be thinking, wow, powerful.
The micronational movement is a movement for the peace, for the friendship, and for the good life. I can do something in the world because there are your friend Obama, but it's difficult it's difficult to change the real world. The micronational world is difficult, but in the imagination, not in the fantasy, in the imagination, because it isn't the same. This movement is possible. And I think about, for instance, about Rose Island. It was an good experience, but finally Italy, a micronation, attacked the Rose Island, and the history finished.
This is really interesting. So, if I have heard you correctly, Republic of Waikiki was created in 1928, and then it ended in 1975. Is that what you said?
No. 35 or 36.
Okay,
I
so
don't know,
1935 or 36, yeah?
more or less, because I am in this moment. This is an exclusive for you,
Yeah. Thank
because
you.
I like Laughter Republic. Long
Thank,
life to Laughter
thank you.
Republic.
Thank you. Thank you.
But it stopped at 35 or 60, 36, more or
Okay.
less. I don't know.
So what I want to try and find out from you, my friend, is for the period that the micronation was in existence, so from 1928 to 1935 or 1936, what did the Republic achieve? What did Waikiki achieve?
I think the principal thing was joking and friendship and discuss and write the constitution. I don't like this. Why not? And finally, they also publish a newspaper. I have the copy of these newspapers, and they are very funny because it's only joking.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's important because in this time of my life, I like joke and I like stay well with the world, with me, and this is a good history and for me a little history. Different, but I think that the same that a lot of micronational projects.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I am interested in this movement, and I have another relations with another micronations, but maybe for another for another moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for me, what's really interesting is why I know you're a historian, but why did you choose Waikiki as a republic that you wanted to know more about? Do you have any relations who were involved in Waikiki, or what brought you to want to find out more about the republic?
Yes, for a local history fact, because in my city, this is a name, a popular name of this this beach, and in this moment in summer, this is a special beach because this beach is a nudist beach, and the people go without the clothes in the beach.
Excuse me. Yeah. So the Waikiki beach is a nudist beach. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, now you're talking. So you, after this interview, you need to tell me how I can come to that beach. No, honestly, because you need to tell me how to. So, okay, fine. Okay, so on a serious note, Waikiki Beach is actually a nudist beach. Fantastic.
And I think that actually it's a nudist beach because in 1928, 1930, these people, they were very advanced people in the mine.
Okay.
And they go far away from the city, and maybe, I don't know, but maybe they go to the beach without clothes.
No, but let because now my imagination is running wild. That we know that the Waikiki Beach is a nudist beach. We know that Republic Waikiki was established in 1928, and we know that it was established when people were in the beach. So it is obvious. I don't even need to check this. I have a feeling, Edward, that they were all naked when they were talking about, oh, let's set up a republic called Waikiki.
Maybe.
It's not. No, don't maybe me. This is what I believe. Because you're telling me that Waikiki Beach is a nudist beach. And if it's a nudist beach, it was created in 1928. And the people who created it were in the beach at the time. Fantastic. Fantastic. Sorry, but that bit really interests me.
Well, you are welcome, and if you in any moment, if you are interested in come here. For me, another interest is what will happen in our society here in Catalonia if the democracy was running like in another countries. For instance, like in Laughter Republic, signs your presidency because you are a dictatorship, but but also in the United Kingdom and other countries. Here in Catalonia, there was an Spanish war, and the language was the Catalan language was banned. Blah 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 blah. And what will happen without the dictator Franco government?
Mhm.
Maybe the society now will be better.
Okay.
Not the best society in the world, no, but maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Only this.
Yeah. Well, that's really interesting. So what next are you intending to bring back Waikiki as a micronation, or if this is just for history purposes?
Well, I speak with the founder, with the two, only with the, I speak with three doctors from the old president.
Yeah.
Okay, one person with 85 years ago.
Wow.
No, 55 years old, sorry. And maybe the other near 70. Two persons said me, okay, we can do this. For me, it's important the connection with the past.
Yeah.
And the other person was thinking, in this moment, I only write the history of this micronation, and maybe why not in a future, but not only a personal thing, you know, a open idea for other people, for pass in the life in another kind of steps.
You know, as you speak, it brings me so much joy, because the reason being is, as you know, I created this nation, Laughter Republic, and we've been in existence for 11 years. And I know I am not going to live forever.
Yeah.
But I also know I am going to be the only president for Laughter Republic. And I know as well that when I die, that is it. That's the end of Laughter Republic. So what I'm thinking, because the country has connected with quite a number of people across the world. There are people who actually call themselves Laughter Republic citizens. And I'm thinking, wow, who knows, in 50 years' time, there might be a historian like Edward who wants to write about Laughter Republic, that there was a nation called Laughter Republic led by President Obonjo. And this is what he was been able to achieve. So that is food for thought. But on a serious note, I spoke to the president of the Republic of Tiberia. I don't know if you've heard of him, yeah? And one of the things he said to me is that a lot of the micronations are not really serious. They don't do a lot for their people. They're just joking, yeah? And that he wants to do something impactful for his community, because some of these micronations should see themselves as alternative to macronations. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what you think about that. Whether you think in terms of the micronation community, because I think some of them are just about friendship. They're not really about impacting. Maybe they are, because for me, certainly, I'm new to the micronation, but I want to move it forward. I really see an opportunity. I said to the president of Tiberia that I would like for us to have a world summit, just like micronations. We have a world summit where we're talking about world issues, just like they have the G20 summit, the economic summit. Laughter Republic is there with Tiberia, with Waikiki, with Veritas, all these republics. And it's not stuff that's on internet. We have a summit, a world summit somewhere.
No,
Once this pandemic is over.
See, I think this is the key. I think this is the case because internet is interesting, but the analogical world is the base. One micronation only inside the internet.
Yeah.
For me, it isn't interesting. And when I see Laughter Republic, the first impression was the president. And the first impression,
Yeah.
And then I know that the theater and a lot of things, no?
Yeah.
But the first impression, and I see a photo and I say, oh, somebody who is out of the internet, somebody, some person real, no? And for me, this is for me it is interesting, and also not with this Waikiki project, also with another things. I have contact with another micronations, and there is a microcon, and also with, but that microcon is in the USA, but in Europe, and there is a group of French micronations, French-speaking micronations, but I think it will be interesting. But another thing, one person can enter to this world, and maybe 1 year in the social net, papam, okay, and then nothing. It's important to look the people and establish a good relation, but it's also impossible to know all the projects because there are a lot of projects, and there are a lot of, for me as a person, not interesting projects, because gamers and all of this. For me, I am writing another thing about another micronation, and for me is interesting that there is a territory. This territory, I know, is not a real territory because we can it's another thing, but a territory. This territory, maybe it was a beach, or maybe it was an island, or maybe it was only a flat. But why not? But not only virtual, also in the real world.
So, would you regard yourself as a Waikiki citizen? Are you a citizen of Waikiki, or are you
no
a historian of history? You're just researching on the Republic of Waikiki.
In this moment, I am not a citizen of this republic because this republic is in standby.
Okay.
Maybe in a future, maybe, but in this moment it is on standby.
Okay.
I think it will. It will. If you think in the ethical, it isn't a justice decision to say that I am a citizen from Waikiki, because it is not really this. Maybe when the book will be in the bookshops, and yes, maybe something we can do something. But in this moment, I prefer to say it's a standby project.
Okay. So,
but this, it is a problem for contact with another micronations. I have contact with West Arctica, with Centum Selae, with Zealand, with you, and a lot of I have a lot of things and good sensations with with another micronations.
okay. How did you get to hear about Laughter Republic?
Well, it's an impression only. I the first thing is something a good idea, positive, because if you the word dictatorship, the word is a special word. Be careful with this word, because in some countries it's not a special word.
Yeah.
But then when also I speak with the president of the humanitarian empire, and he says about him, I am a dictatorship, but with love. Is another thing. A dictatorship with love, and is another history.
Yeah.
And this is my impression. Something okay, something good, and something you can joke, and also something not easy for you, because it's not easy for you do this work. It's not easy.
Yeah, okay.
No, because you can only go to the theater, do your work in the theater or in the TV and finish, no? But why are you going to the Buckingham Palace?
Yes.
For instance, no?
Yeah, no.
And maybe this policeman in the Buckingham Palace, it was a great person and no problem, but maybe in the another police has a little problem, no, with with you. And this is for me the thing that happens a difference.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Not only a virtual project, not only a project like an actor, also a project with the people. For me, 2 hours ago, I didn't expect to speak with you. And the first thing, I stayed in London 2 years ago, but my English is okay.
Yeah, your English is good. Your English is good. You see, the reason why I reached out to micronations was, like I said, to the president of Tiberia. One day I was just taking a walk, and someone had just made contact with me, and I just thought, wow, this micronations community seems really interesting, but how come I never see their faces? I don't know who's behind these republics. And someone said to me that majority of them are not run by adults. So one has to be extremely careful, but it still didn't stop me. I said to myself, okay, fine. Let me just post something out there within the micronation community to say, I'd like to interview, because what I was finding is that there's a reason why these nations were created. And it's very similar, from friendship to not being happy with their country, not being happy with the policies that are being implemented by macronations, people believing they could do better, which was very similar to me. So I thought, okay, fine. Let me start interviewing people, find out what their republic is about, find out what they've been able to achieve. And then before I knew it, people were saying, oh, we want to sign a treaty with Laughter Republic. So,
yes, and maybe you can also think, and why not? You can write a book.
Yeah.
is a book from Graziano Graziani about a lot of micronations.
Yeah.
But historical micronations and well-known micronations, but why not another micronations in a book or in another project?
Yeah. So you've actually written a book about micronations.
Yes, this is.
Okay, so you know what I'm going to say to you, my friend. Watch me very well. Yeah. You are going to have to write a book about Laughter Republic, and if you don't,
I think it will be interesting. And this now in Italy, in Civitavecchia, there is a little micronation, Centum Celae, and they are also writing a book about his micronation, and I have another books. Also,
this is really fascinating. It is.
Yes.
You know, when I said I wanted to talk to you and talk to a few other people, the things I have discovered, there's no way I would have discovered it if I was just on stage performing. It's been a fascinating story, just talking to you and talking to other people about why they created the nation and the rich history and the passion and the drive. I know you didn't create Waikiki.
Oh, the key is the passion.
Yeah.
If you have passion, the project will be okay. Definitely. If you don't have passion,
it's not going to go anywhere.
Bye.
It's not going to go anywhere. Yes. Look, Edward, it's been fantastic talking to you. This is going to go on YouTube. I will send you the link. There will be a short clip of it.
Moment.
There will be a short clip of it on Instagram. And there will be a short clip of it on Twitter as well. So you are a historian. How many books have you written?
About books from mine, or
the books that you've written that you've read, your own books. How many books?
Yes, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe 6 or 7.
So you've written 7 books.
I see. Yes, but I don't remember the number of books. And also in my real life, I have an editorial, and I work in the book world.
Okay.
But in Catalan language, no. But for me, the books is the world of the books is a very important thing, because it's an analogical world, and this is forever. And a video on YouTube maybe, but we don't know in 20 years ago, in 20 years what will happen with an YouTube account or with a Facebook account. We don't know. And I, in my personal life, I am very fun groupie from the paper.
Anyway, look, I have thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. I'm glad that I reached out and asked for an interview. So thank you for honoring your and spending time with me, talking to me about the history of the Republic of Waikiki. I am going to say to you, as I normally would say to my guests, but this time around, I can't say that we're going to sign a treaty, but I will take up your offer to visit the Waikiki beach, because I want to come and see things.
For me, it will be an interesting thing. This.
Yes, but and then you know the history, and let me know how you're getting on with the book that you're writing about Waikiki, because who knows, maybe when you're launching it, I could come and be there and support you, you know, because I've been to Spain. I came just before the pandemic, I think probably 2 years ago. I came to Spain, not as president.
Maybe when I was in London.
Yes, because London is where we have our headquarters. Because with Laughter, what's really interesting about Laughter Republic is that we've got citizens all over the world. So I can't say to you that, oh, it was created because we have one territory in or piece of land in London. My view for Laughter Republic is that we have we've got citizens all over the world. It doesn't matter where they are. Spain, Italy, Germany, Sierra Leone, Ghana. I want to make sure we have one citizen each in all 193 countries. That's my plan. And when we do, they are like my ambassadors in their respective countries. And they will be flying the flag of Laughter Republic. And I think it is easier to expand Laughter Republic that way. So those people, I call them my Laughter Republic citizens or ambassadors. You know, so one of the things I'm going to say to you today, Edward, is that you are now my Laughter Republic ambassador in Spain.
Thank you. If you need something, for me, it will be a pleasure. And I think is the first step for more things.
Yes, thank you so much. And can I also say to you that there is nothing wrong with your English. You speak perfect, good English, and I understood you.
Yes. and I think maybe when the pandemic was okay, I think maybe not go to London and taste a beer with you.
Yeah,
and
that's
speak
fine.
about the future.
We have our favorite beer. It's called the Corona beer, Laughter Republic Corona beer. Fantastic, wonderful beer that you would like to drink. You will enjoy it.
Maybe I can go to London for the Queen's ceremony, because the Duke of Edinburgh ceremony is okay, finished, but the Queen's ceremony, if it's in the close future because I think she's not immortal.
No, she isn't, but she I think she will live up to 100. I don't think she's ready. She's not ready to hand over to Klaus.
Long life to the
long life, long life to the Queen. So Edward, let me leave you. Thank you so much, and I will post the links to you so you can see this. You're going to become famous, and please share this with your people. And don't forget, I want to come to Waikiki Beach. Thank you so much.
Okay, I take a photo now with the.
Okay, let's take a photo.
Thank you very much.
Have you taken a photo? Have you taken a photo?
Yes. Wait a minute.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And long life to Laughter Republic, President Obonjo, Grand Commander of Scotland, High Chief and Protector of Dictatorship. All the best for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.